I played Kingdom Hearts 358/2 days as a kid, and I had no idea what the hell it was about or why I was going to Disney Worlds or why all of these heartless creatures were everywhere. I didn't even realize how much I forgot about the game until I replayed it again recently. And despite all of this, I still loved it. I still regard Kingdom Hearts 358/2 days as one of my favorite childhood games, because it impacted me even without knowledge of the previous games under my belt. In hindsight, it was a stupid move on my part, but I was a kid, so I didn't really think about it. I saw the ad for it on TV, thought it looked cool, asked for it for Christmas, and by December 25th, it was in the palm of my hands. I played it, loved it, and unbeknownst to me, it was merely a puzzle piece in a much bigger image I had yet to even discover. There were 3 reasons the game really stuck with me. First, the characters I remembered were so endearing and had so much life injected into them. 2, it made me feel like a badass super spy. 3, it had a lot of Disney stuff in it that I'd grown up with at that point. I'm gonna be honest, I remember almost none of the characters from when I was a kid, but playing the game again recently reminded me that even the characters I didn't remember were well developed. Except Larxene. I get that she was made this way, but why do I not remember her being an absolute nightmare to deal with? I guess I can thank my selective memory for that one. The outstanding character to me was Axel. I honestly didn't remember Xion for a little bit, but Axel was the best. He gave the game a lot of life, and every time Roxas and him sat up on that clock tower, it made me feel so at home. It felt like I was right up there with them, taking a bite out of that sea salt ice cream that I always thought was just a popsicle. Yet again, selective memory at work. I wouldn't have made one of those things out of perler beads if it didn't affect me that much. These moments add a lot of flavor to the game because they build up the relationship between these 2 characters so well. I can still feel the coziness and warmth from these scenes. The camera would zoom in on the clock tower, the peaceful music would come in, and they would sit on the ledge and just talk like any couple of friends would. These feelings still hit me today, and I don't think I'll ever forget them. This is also one of the primary reasons I think of this game as one that made up my childhood, because these scenes just bombard me with feelings of relaxation and joy that adult me doesn't feel very often. The other characters I didn't remember, to be honest, like, at all. In my most recent playthrough, Xigbar really stood out as a cool guy, but my fondest memories of everyone else came from the Hollow missions because you could play as any of them. The Hollow missions also confused me a lot because you could play as Donald and Goofy, but they weren't ever present in the actual game except in those blurry little memory sequences on the touchscreen, which I also didn't remember at all until recently. Seriously, I must have been the most confused kid on planet Earth because of this, but I pressed on anyways. Back to the organization, I only remembered each member because of the Hollow missions and because 13 was in the title of Organization 13. All I took a mental note of was Scythe Guy, Weird Gun Guy, Donald, Goofy, the end. And of course Axel, but I already talked about him. It became very clear to me recently that I was really only in this for the gameplay and the clock tower scenes. Also, I thought the organization was a secret spy ring or something. In essence, this is true, but very loosely true. However, that was another feeling that really kept me going. Playing through each mission made me feel like I was some magical undercover op trying to clear out these weird demon creatures from Disney films. And as bizarre as that was, it was absolutely sick. The combat was very fast-paced and tight, even though I was an absolute idiot while playing it. I never effectively used my panels well. I didn't even know that could get me new keyblades. I never used magic, and I'm pretty sure all I did was spam, but the game makes spamming look cool, so I was unintentionally down with it. And I thought all of the enemies were so awesome. I'm not gonna name them now because I still don't remember what they're called, and I just want to drive the point of my childhood forgetfulness home a little harder. The bell-looking guys, the dragon guys, the running guys, the antlion, I remember that guy's name because he kicked my ass, the coffin dude, the big wooden machine thing, the fat guys, the blade guys. I thought these were all cool. I even drew my own Kingdom Hearts enemies inspired from these guys, and my god, some of these guys are not very well thought out. How would this even work? Oh well, Kid Me was just having fun. At the end of this video, I'll show off a redesign of this. I swear, I'm gonna make this cool. Fighting all of those guys made me feel so powerful. Story-wise, I thought I was killing these dudes just to save each Disney World, but I feel like I loosely remember the plot device of sending the hearts of enemies over to Kingdom Hearts. Although, if I did remember it, it was probably only slightly. If I know me to any degree, I probably thought they just went off into the void or something. But yet again, I didn't care enough because I was in it for saving the worlds. I don't know why, but I remembered absolutely none of the Disney characters in this game from when I was little besides Donald and Goofy, but that was only because their presence confused me so much. I only remember being in the locales. You'd think I'd remember the characters that made the places so great, but I guess not. I'm just now realizing how much I talk about memories in this video and how relevant memories are in all of Kingdom Hearts. Exploring all of the Disney worlds in the game added another level of fun onto the experience because it let me see something I never thought I'd want. What these places looked like outside of what the movies showed. Beast's Castle, Agrabah, Wonderland, which I never actually saw as a kid but oddly remember. I'm pretty sure I only remember Wonderland from the ad on TV back in the day, because I saw Roxas fighting the chameleon guy there. But apparently they were shown separately, so it looks like Naminé had a go at me. Nonetheless, I loved exploring the Colosseum, the Cave of Wonders, and Halloween Town. It was all so wondrous. And the kind of secretive spy aspect to it made it even cooler. It sounds kinda dumb, but Roxas and the organization trying to keep a low profile in each world in an effort to stay discreet really added to my immersion, because that loosely implied that each world was existing on its own continuously, and that alone made everything feel so real. And the constant cycle of it all made the game so rewarding to me. You start every new day in the organization headquarters that I still don't remember the name of, with spooky yet intriguing music. Then you select your mission from Saïx and go to whatever world it's in. You come out of a spooky portal, kill some baddies with a little Keyblade finesse while trying to avoid Disney characters. RTC and enjoy some relaxation time at the clock tower until the mission complete screen. This constant loop was gratifying at every point, and all of the feelings I've talked about so far were present each and every time. This is why I'd replay this game in a heartbeat. The same feelings of fun, sneakiness, and ambiguity return every time I turn on the game and hear that beautiful melody. All in all, I'll never forget my time in the organization headquarters, in each Disney world, and on that lovely little clock tower.